this is Pete. We're over at D.I.Y. Auto School today. And what we're doing, I got a box in the mail. And I also got several emails of this company. And it's called My Parts Aren't Rusty. No, it's called Metal Rescue Rust Remover. Okay, I don't know if anybody's ever seen this stuff or heard about it before, but they contacted me and they asked if I would do a video for YouTube about it. Here's another sign. So I mean, I don't even know what the name of this stuff is, but here's another little sign, and it says, less the work, workshop hero, more play. Established 2009. So that might be the name of the company. I don't know. We're going to go with this Metal Rescue Rust Remover Bath. That's what we're going to go with. So they contact me and they say, can you make a video of our product? And I said, send me a box out here, let me look at it and see what you got. So they send me the box, and I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not getting paid to do this. So I emailed them back. I started thinking about, should I make this video? Should I? Because they're not paying me to make it, and if the product turns out to be shit, it's going to be shit. I'm not going to sit here and do a video because someone saw my videos on YouTube and said, oh, we like this guy. We like the way he does videos. We're going to send him a free product so he can make a video of it, you know. If I was in Hollywood and I was a movie star, I'd probably get paid about $150,000, $200,000 to promote this product. But being a YouTube guy, no-name fucking dude that I am, not associated with Hollywood or any, you know, big-name organizations. I'm just a nobody, so I'm supposed to do it for free. But, you know, I emailed them back and I told them, I said, look, what if I use your product and the product turns out to be junk? Can I still put your video up? Can I? Can I go ahead and do that? And of course, I guess they meticulously and meticulously wrote me back, you know, wording the email out properly, and said, I don't think you're going to have any problems with it if you use it correctly. Now see, that's always the key word. You got to use this product correctly. Now, I usually use vinegar and water. There's no correct way to do it. You mix 50% vinegar, 50% water, you throw it on there, you let it sit, and then, you know, you take it off, wash it with water, and then you go down the road and DA sand it, and it's usually a done deal. But I told them, sure, okay, hold on, what do we got here? We got us a back pocket rag. Okay, they sent me a little free back pocket rag here that says remove rust. Does anybody know what a back pocket rag is? You know, usually biker guys would have them, or let me go ahead and show you what we're talking about. So you would usually take the rag like this. Okay, this is called a back pocket rag. And then you kind of fold it nice and neat, okay, because we don't want it to be ugly. And then you know, put it in your back pocket right here, like that. Okay, can you see me? Okay, so then when you walk around, see, you got a little red tail hanging out, and you know, you're a badass. You're a badass guy. Yeah, so, yeah, okay, so they sent me a rag in there, and then I got some stickers, a couple stickers, and a business card for this guy. And I don't even know if he's the guy that actually, I guess that's the guy that I talked to. So I don't know. But let me get his card. So let's see here. This must be the, okay, they got some guy on American Pickers that advertises for him. And you don't want me to go into that little subject of American Pickers. That's another day and another situation. So what I'm going to do, because I'm not trying to slander these people, we're actually here, we're going to find out if this bullshit really works, if it's actually an honest Joe situation, or it's a stick it in your ass, I want your money, and you're not getting a refund deal. I'm going to go ahead and read the directions thoroughly, because I want to make sure that I do this the proper way that they say it should be done. A lot of people don't read the directions. That's another problem we have with product reviews and products. We got one here, it's called Rust Removal Gel. I don't think that's what they sent me. I think they sent me the, okay, I think they sent me the rust remover bath. I don't know. But we're going to find out. Let me go ahead and read all this paperwork that I got in my hand. When we come back, we're going to do a review on this crap and see if it turns out to be a hot deal with hot tips, or it turns out to be a cold deal on a winter's day with 3 feet of snow. We'll be back.
Welcome to D.I.Y. Automotive School with my friend Pete and Minnie, the body shop girl. It's everything you need to know about cars and more.
What we got here is the directions. I read the directions. I kind of get the basic idea of what's going on here. And then we went ahead and opened our product up. This is our gel, which we're going to try out. And then you got this, which we're going to try out as well. This is a dipping remover. I guess you would dip parts in it to remove rust. And the piece that we're going to use on that is right here. You can see that this has a lot of rust on it. So we're going to dip that into the cup of the rust bath. We'll see what happens with that. And then this is called Dry Coat Rust Preventative. And I'm not sure actually what that does. So the main thing that we're looking at here, and most people are, is to remove the rust off the parts. So according to the directions, the first thing you want to do is make sure that the temperature is correct. I believe it said between 68 and 70 degrees. That's 2-degree difference. That's the best time that it works. We are now at 70, I would say 73 degrees. Our shop is just right for doing this. Let's go ahead and get set up and see if this stuff works. So the vehicle that we're going to try this out on is a 1976 Vega. This is a 1976 Vega station wagon that we are restoring for a customer, and as you can see, I've already used vinegar on the car. This is actually a vinegar wash that I used, and you can see the difference in metal from using the vinegar. Look how white this metal is right here versus the factory. Now, it did kill the rust using vinegar. Kills the rust, but it does not remove it 100%. So if you look at the roof of the vehicle, you can see that it's got a lot of heavy surface rust. What we're going to do is use the gel on the roof. Now, if I'm reading this correctly, 1 can of this covers 1.6 square feet. This is good for 1.6 square feet. You apply it with a brush, and then once you apply it, you cover it with plastic to keep it wet. Let's go ahead and apply it, see what happens as we cover it up, and see if this stuff works. Metal Rescue Rust Remover Gel. So I got my piece of plastic right here. I'm going to keep that in my pocket so it doesn't blow away. We're going to go ahead and open this up to show you that this is brand new, never opened, never used. You can see that it's a sealed container. We're going to go ahead and open that up. If I can get an edge of it to open, there we go. And then it looks like it's ready to be applied. It doesn't look like you need to stir it or add anything to it. So we're going to take our gel, you can see that right there, and we are going to apply our gel to this area right here that you see me applying it to. And the smell of it has a inviting fragrance. It doesn't have a fragrance that would turn you away. And I believe that this probably covers more than 1 square foot because, or maybe I read that wrong. We'll go back over it after we apply it. This is like applying aircraft stripper. Okay, you put it on just like this. And then once you apply that, we're going to go ahead and put our lid back on. You can see right on the top of the container, it says keep from drying, wrap after applying. We're going to go ahead and take a piece of plastic, and I'm not going to cover the whole thing, I'm just going to cover part of it. We'll cover this right here, and we're going to push it down so the wind doesn't blow it away. So that is covered under plastic, and the way that you apply that is you push down on it. And then we'll leave this section right here uncovered and see what happens. We'll be back in about 30 to 45 minutes. It actually says that you can leave it on there up to 24 hours. We're not going to leave it on there up to 24 hours because we're not going to wait overnight. We got to get back on this car and get to work. But we're going to see how that works. So there's one section with that product that we are advertising. We're going to see if this works. And one more thing out there I want everybody else to know is that on this particular review, if it doesn't work the way that they say it does, I will definitely let you know that it doesn't work. I am following all the directions to the T, I believe. I read the directions thoroughly. This is basically what they tell you to do with it. Let's go ahead and get the dip, and we'll see if it will remove the rust off of our piece of rusted metal. All right, what you see here, this is an old piece of metal, and it's got paint on the backside. Now, they claim that it does not remove paint. We're going to find out. This is the concentrate metal rescue. Before we use that, let's go back through our, okay, here, is this the rust bath? Okay, rust bath. I believe that this stuff can also be used inside a gas tank. You can actually take this and put it in your motorcycle gas tank, swish it around, clean it up, and get rid of the rust that way. But what we're going to do is test it out. And here's how it tells how to wash your gas tank out. It comes with all the directions. Here's some pictures of what's looking. Now, I want everybody to look at this very closely here. I believe this is a cutaway of the gas tank. They cut away. Now, look how filthy that is. So they're saying that after you use this product, this is before and this is after. You can see where they dipped it in. So if it does an extreme job like that, then something's going on right here. All right, and I'm here to tell you that if it's going to work or not. How long does it say on this direction here? Okay, tank liner, tank sealer. The application of the tank liner or sealer is recommended only as a last resort. But we're not, okay, I'm not doing all that. To achieve, okay, it says to achieve maximum results from metal, rescue clean the interior tank with hot soapy water. Okay, we're not cleaning tanks out. Okay, I'm not going to go get a motorcycle tank and test it out with that. We're doing this one here, which is the metal bath. Now this basically tells you different situations. What is the proper method of mixing metal rescue concentrate? When mixing metal rescue concentrate, it's best to use clean plastic container. Bam. Combine entire contents of 14-ounce bottle with concentrate of 1 gallon of clear water. All right, so they're claiming that this, is that 14 ounces?
Not if you use some of it.
All right, I haven't used any of that. They claim that you mix this with 1 gallon of water. All right, so, you know, what do I got to do? I got to go get a gallon jug so we can mix our water together and precisely mix it up to see if it's going to work?
Well, yeah.
I don't understand.
Well,
okay.
It's not rocket science.
Okay,
kid.
well, I don't, what's 14
And
ounces?
That's not a clean cup. If you're going to do it, you got to follow the instructions and do it right. Because if you ain't doing it right, you ain't doing it at all.
Is that a clean cup? I'm going to ask you.
Clean cup.
Okay, this is 1 quart. This is 1 quart. If you split that in fours, what's 1/4 of 14 ounces? 14 divided by 4.
3.5.
Okay, so it takes 3.5 of that to 1 quart of this. So I'm going to take the concentrate, and I am going to put, what'd you say it was, 3.5?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to kind of eyeball it in there, because nobody's going to go out there and precisely do chemistry with this stuff, okay? They're going to use it. Okay, so, and I can tell you, right, does that smell like vinegar or no? Am I just...
You're smelling that other vinegar.
Okay, we got vinegar, okay. All right, as I'm smelling it, I don't really smell anything. Do you smell anything? It's pretty much odorless free.
It has a slight smell, but
it has a very slight smell, but it's nothing that's going to knock you on the ground like aircraft stripper or vinegar.
It's not overwhelming.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put 1/3 of this in here. That looks like about 1/3 to me. It's about right to here. All right. And then I'm going to go out and I'll put water in the rest of it. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Okay. There you go. So we got 1/3 of the concentrate in 1 quart of water. What I'm going to do is take this, I will dip it in there, and we will leave it there and see what happens. And we'll be back in approximately an hour to see if there's any difference with that. Let's see, what other product did they send me? And how long does this say to wait? Let's see here. Let me get my directions out because I want to make sure that we're doing everything properly. It says, what's going to happen if I add too much water? To ensure product effectiveness, metal rescue concentrates must be mixed with the proper amount of water as indicated on the product label. Okay, I'm reading the directions here and it says 1 14-ounce bottle of concentrate to 1 gallon of water. So we basically mixed it, all right, not accurately, flawlessly 100%, but pretty damn close. When you say, what is the difference between metal rescue concentrate and ready-use metal concentrate? Okay, these are questions answered. Okay, the real answer to the question is, does it work? That's what the real question is. How do I remove the metal rust resolution from parts prior to painting? Metal rust is completely water dissolvable. Okay, all this stuff that we're trying out here is water dissolvable. That means that it's biodegradable. You just take some water and you rinse it off, maybe use a little soap, I don't know, however you clean your metal off. I usually just use Scotch-Brite like this right here, and then once I hit it with water, I Scotch-Brite it down, and that's pretty clean. Can I use Metal Rescue as a rust preventer? Short-term or, okay, can be used as a short-term or intermittent rust preventer. Dip parts into a clean solution, of Metal Rescue, remove and let dry, simply rinse and prior to painting or coating. No longer-term protection. For longer-term protection, use our Dry Coat Rust Preventive Spray. They did give me a bottle of that. Okay, so I guess you would just spray that on there and let it dry on there. And it's basically a coat. Since we're not going to, go through the painting process, we're not going to do that. I can say one thing, there's a lot of directions that come with this product. Now, this is what I see that I don't like about it. Okay, do you see all these papers that I got in my hands here, Minnie? All right, look at all this. This comes with the product when you buy it. This is what I see that one of the situations is bad. Too much reading. Who do you know that's going to sit down and read all these papers to use a product? Do you know anybody? Be honest. The only reason that I'm reading this is because I want to make sure that I'm doing everything that the directions say to do the proper way.
Well, yeah, it's true that most men don't read directions.
Most people are not going to read directions.
Most men don't read directions.
Okay, the only thing that they're going to read is they're going to get on this with their bifocals.
And that's why most things don't work.
And they're going to read that.
Yeah, and that's why most things don't work is because things aren't used properly.
Okay, but what I'm saying is there's too much paperwork here. People that are doing this type of stuff, they're not going to sit there and drink their morning coffee and read instructions on how to use it.
Men don't, that's
all right?
for sure.
They're going to get in there and they're going to look at this and say, okay, here's something right here. Okay, they'll look at that. All right, they might look over here. instructions to use. They might come over here. They're not going to read all that paperwork. What's the dry coating for? The only thing I know what this is for from the directions is if you have a piece of metal that you want to protect so it doesn't get rusty, spray some of this on it. All right, the gel, where's the gel at? Okay, right on the top here it says keep gel from drying, wrap after applying. So what we did up here is we cut it in half. This is applied with plastic, this isn't. We're going to see what the difference is here. Now, I will tell you this. I want everybody to look at this. This is vinegar water. All right, and then this is their product. Do you see a difference there? Can you see that?
Yeah, one's
Okay, this looks like real metal, whereas this has a color tint to it. And the reason that you will get a yellowish tint using vinegar water is because vinegar water will leave a film on there. That doesn't mean that it's still rusting it out. That doesn't mean the metal is rusted. That means that it did its job, all right? And if you look at my hand here, watch. Okay? All it is the dust residue from the vinegar water. So this side's uncovered, this side's covered, and we also have our rust inside here. I guess I can stir that up, make sure it's mixed properly. Okay, and then what we're going to do is we're going to leave this here, and look what I just did. I accidentally mixed some of the gel with the, did I just fuck up?
Yep.
Motherfucker.
I saw it as soon as you poured it in there. It changed the whole.
Hang on a minute, because we want to make sure we're doing it right.
As you can tell by the tone of his voice, he does not even want to be making this video.
I screwed up. See, that's the problem you have with these kind of stuff that you buy, see? Is that you know, there's too much complications going on when you know, there's other stuff out there you can use. Am I cutting this company down? Not yet. I might get surprised and say this is a great product. Now, I would like to show you this. Remember that was a rusted piece. Look at the new metal showing through. So it does look a lot better than it did 5 minutes ago. So it might be a good product. We're just going to leave that sitting in there. I don't see any paint coming off of that. We're going to go ahead and go to lunch. When we come back, it'll be approximately an hour, hour and a half. And we'll see what happens. What's the name of this stuff? I don't even know. Rust Rescue. Rust Rescue. This is one thing I don't like about the company, and I really hate to say it because they gave me this stuff to do a review, but if I already told them on the phone, if you want me to do a review, I'm going to do a review, but it's going to be a true review. This is one thing I don't like about it. See that guy? Okay, he's a reality TV star. Now, I guarantee you he's not doing this for free. And if you pay somebody enough money, they're going to tell you whatever the fuck you want to hear. So that's one thing I don't like, is these reality TV stars that come on these things here and they advertise for this type of stuff to make people believe that it's the real deal. Okay? I'm sorry. I don't believe in that. And all it is a sales gimmick by using people like that. I'm a real person. Can I go ahead and say that? That I'm a real person here, not some TV fake guy?
So if they didn't pay you to do it, then it would be
They're not paying me. I'm not getting no money for this.
No, but you're not on print either.
I'm not, yeah, okay? And no, I wouldn't do it. Why do you think I'm doing it? I'm trying to help the guy out there do it.
I was being sarcastic.
Yeah, well, all my videos are for free. I'm not getting paid to do any of them. Look, it still looks the same as it did about a minute ago. Let's go to lunch, we'll be back, we're gonna check it out. And I'm kind of curious to see what this looks like and see if that dries out. It doesn't look like it's drying out to me, but who am I? I'm just a fucking guy. That's real.
watching D.I.Y. Automotive School. Classes don't stop till you know everything.